Welcome back into the channel, guys. It is Pallet Evan, of course, and this may very well be last upload of 2025. Guys, we made it another year. We made it another year. I know, it's insane, right? It is insane. God, I feel like this year just flew by. I'm not gonna lie. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. This was an awesome year of acquisition. I was able to get the Steam Deck this year. Noisy got a ROG this year. The PS5 Pro joined the library. There was a lot of awesome things that went on as far as the acquisitions go. And that's not even counting games. We were able to build on the library quite a bit. But because of that, there are a few things I want to talk about how the channel looks in 2026. So, first and foremost, before I go on to this long tirade, I have been sick over the holiday. You can probably hear it a little bit. I will do my best not to sniffle too much at you. Now, guys, 2026, the gauntlet has been dropped. Noisy just looked me dead in the face and said, all right, you better turn on that PlayStation. You better get ready to go for the platinum. To Simfinity and beyond. Again, I'm sick, guys. Be gentle. My Tim Allen's a little rusty when I'm sick. But the challenge has been issued, and it's going to be a blast. Obviously, you're not able to use cheats. You're not able to use, like, gallery exploits or anything like that. But any kind of in-game stuff for The Sims, like being able to age up quickly with cakes and things like that, you're able to do that. The rest is just going to be some hard-earned, crazy chaos over this year, next year. Who knows how long this platinum might take? Who knows? But it is finally going down. Noisy's got her PS5 saddled up. Of course, I've got the Pro. Now, oh man. Speaking of that challenge going on, though, and just the idea of platinums in general, this year is going to be my buying freeze. At 2026, not going to buy any new games. I have a pretty big library across really every platform, especially Steam. Don't look at it or it'll draw you in, guys. But because of that, obviously there's some new games that I definitely want to try. I don't necessarily want to force some of them on. Like, I know I say every year, all right, I think this is going to be the year for Persona 5, for example. If Persona 5 happens to kind of cross my desk, let's go. Because I have noticed that, like, Noisy and I, we've been playing Split Fiction, we've been playing Astrobot. She just took on Thousand Year Door. She's working on that game. And I've been working on, slowly but surely, I've been chipping away at The Evil Within. The Evil Within, I didn't just kind of pop in there because it was next on a list. And that's kind of why I'm saying that. I want to hopefully get through 5 new games over 2026, but I'm not going to like, oh, it's going to be this game, it's going to be that game, it's going to be that game. There are a few that I want to hit. As you guys probably, if you tuned into the Button Mash Mug Smasher, 3 for sure that are like front runners that I would like to get through. But no guarantees as far as like those grabbing me, and those are for sure going down. I'm going to put forth my best effort, and we're going to see how it goes. Now, in relation again to the 2026, the buying freeze and everything, I know first thing you're saying is, well, what about Resident Evil 9? Don't worry about it. My sister's taking care of Resident Evil 9 to make sure that we will be able to play that one. She already said she's gonna get that all squared away, so I am not worried about that in the least, gang. This does mean maybe a Steam review for it may come later. We'll see kind of how that goes. But you guys know how I am. It's Resident Evil. I'm gonna be talking about it. It's gonna be a great experience. To my knowledge, she's getting me that for Xbox. Who knows? She might surprise and get it on Steam, on PlayStation, but at the end of the day, it's really not going to matter because Resident Evil plays great everywhere. So I'm not too worried about where it lands. And might be a good opportunity to bust out a nice, fresh 1,000 gamer score. So between Platinum Trophies and Xbox Gamer Score, it's going to be a backlog kind of year. Whether I'm playing new games or whether I'm going and cleaning up some of the classics. FF7 Rebirth, I could use a platinum in. I've got Resident Evil 7, both on PS4 and PS5, looking to have platinums. But then I got newer stuff. I got Expedition 33 waiting to be platinumed. So, as far as the revisit action for Gamerscore goes, there's going to be a lot to do. And I really do want to start focusing on building up the Gamerscore element on my Steam library as well, because I kind of live on that thing, and there's really no platform like it. Noisy's ROG is really good, and having the Windows access and the Xbox portal, it's a lot easier to use where I'm coming from Windows, and I'm still kind of learning some of the growing pains with a different operating system over here. But God, the Steam Deck is just, it's something else. You guys know I've only been glazing it since I got it, so this shouldn't be any kind of shocker to anyone who comes to this channel that I love that platform. It's the best platform in all of video games, and yes, I recommend anyone get one. I wasn't a super big handheld gamer outside of maybe PS Vita until this guy landed on the scene. So just saying, the Steam Deck Glaze Fest will continue going on in. Now, obviously, where I'm not buying any new games over 2026, you might notice, I really want to see how 007 runs on the Steam Deck and everything. A video like that will come much later, unless, of course, somebody were to get me that game on Steam. Then I'll put it through the performance test and see how it goes. Now, we did recently, over the holidays, get Doom the Dark Ages, so that's one more Steam Deck review coming your way, but in large part, I know my next three I'm looking at just because I'm having fun playtesting them. Doom the Dark Ages being new, Resident Evil 3 Remake, and Devil May Cry 5, so we definitely have some already in the pipe, checking the performance tests, and I know I'm relatively new to it. There might be people who are a little more knowledgeable as to what's going on with some of this, but I want to continue to put those out because I know you guys really like those, and I really want to say thank you for the response to those. I have had a blast making them. I've had a blast playing the Steam Deck, so in large part I really want to thank everybody for reaching out, leaving your comments, and just engaging with that content, because I have fun with it. I have fun talking about it. See, I told you, sick boy. It's a thing. Now, with that in mind, like I said, backlog. So, any other Steam Deck reviews you may see over the year are just for games that I've bought. So maybe, you might see a Metaphor ReFantazio, but you also might see like a Doom 3 if I can kind of get that working and see how it goes. So it may be all over the place. I know a lot of these games may be older. It doesn't seem like that's been too much of an issue. I know you guys loved the Kingdom Hearts one, but you also loved the Oblivion remaster. So I'm excited to kind of see how things go, and I really appreciate, again, you guys showing your support on those. That really is kind of the plan, though. In 2026, I'm going to continue to get more Steam Deck reviews out to you guys once a month. You know how we do it. And then any kind of updates surrounding the Simsfinity and Beyond challenge, those will be posted to the channel. In October, we'll see how it goes as far as determining our next horror game, if at all, in large part because, the Sims challenge is going on. But I had a blast with Alan Wake 2. That's absolutely the best psychological horror game in existence. That's the flagship of its genre. Yes, I know Resident Evil and Silent Hill don't usually look up, but now they have to. Alan Wake 2 is just an incredible showcase of just, God, narrative bliss. As I digress, if you haven't played that game, please play that game. It is very, very cool. And if you are disappointed, it wasn't my fault. Okay? That's where I leave that. Anyway, guys, let me know, as always. Post in the comments. react to the content. Let me know what's going on with you, what you might want me to play. If I have it in my library, I'll let you know. I'll respond in a comment and just, oh, maybe I should give that a go or something like that. Because I have some revisits on the brain, some games I want to get the platinum trophies in. I have games that I want to fully complete on Steam, but I also do have a lot of new games that I do want to start completing as well over 2026 whilst fighting off Noisy in this crazy Sims challenge. So, like I said, engage, let me know. I will see you guys next year, and remember to keep it 100 line. Have a good one.